I want to immediately dive into something deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dive into the danger zone, the deep end, right, right now, and I want to say a couple things about Bernie Sanders.
Mm.
And as we all know, you love Bernie, I love Bernie, but I don't know. He's made some strategic, just horrible strategic moves, and we can go back to him um, siding with endorsing Hillary Clinton. Fine, fine. I mean, I think that was the kiss of death. I think that was horrible, but fine, fine. Let's just say that he did so for altruistic reasons because he had to do so because he didn't have a plan if the Democratic Party were to be destroyed at that moment. But instead of taking a stand at that moment, see, his whole feel the burn and political revolution was taking a stand. It was saying, no, the Democratic Party is, if not the biggest reason, one of the big reasons we're at where we have Trump or even Trump was running. It was because of this two-party system where they merge on economic Wall Street, foreign policy issues. Now, he then, in a way, and I say this with love. This is not like me, hating on Bernie. I love Bernie, but I'm just trying to explain why he's at where he's at right now, both left and right, because he went to bat for the Democratic Party. He's still the most credible person on the left, the most loved, popular person on the left. He's defending the Democratic Party. He's going up against Trump. He's repeating the Russia narrative. He is, still backing the Democratic brand in terms of going on unity tours with Tom Perez. Okay. And I love Bernie, but what does he have to show for it? Now you got the FBI in this bullshit investigation. And Julian Assange himself tweeted that the deep state is basically going after Bernie because the Democrats kissed their ass. So my thing is, he is simultaneously holding up the Democratic Party, pumping up nonsense regarding Russia, which he knows is nonsense, but he's doing it for the Democratic Party. Mm. And at the same time, the Democratic Party are trying to submarine and sabotage him and hurt him. And if he doesn't go to Nick Brana's People's Party like tomorrow or yesterday, or if he doesn't say he's running categorically, we're kind of all screwed. Because, I mean, we need Nina Turner and Tulsi Gabbard. Between Bernie, Nina Turner, and Tulsi Gabbard, there's nobody else who could defeat Trump in 2020. And anyone who the DNC kind of tries to anoint or cheat for is going to lose. But then also Bernie's movement is like everyone, Democrats and Republicans are like, ha, he's getting investigated. Yay, he's just like us. He's just like us. And my thing is, when is Bernie going to make his move again? Because right now, being in the middle, kind of like, trying to appease the Democrats, he's getting worked.
Yeah. He's being pimped. He's being pimped. And it's worse than just being pimped. He's being pimped without getting any type of, at least get a fur coat out of it, some nice shoes. Exactly. If you're going to, a lot of us do things we don't like to do for money. Your job, you might not. Come on. Everyone doesn't jump up out of bed and go, great, I can't wait to go in here and do this job. So we get that, but we get something out of it. We're able to take care of our families. We're able to provide a roof over head, shelter. We're taking care of parents who are getting older. I don't know, you might have some pets you care about, some kids down the street. I don't know, but you're doing things with the money. You're feeding yourself, and it's a means to an end. Bernie Sanders did not have to do the things that he has done, to your point, H.A., which I agree with, in order to stay a senator of Vermont. Mm-hmm. And if his intentions were to actually erect, I believe that initially Bernie didn't have any idea how well he would do in this presidential bid. Yeah. I believe, like people say that Trump was surprised. I think people overlook the fact that there's a strong possibility that Bernie Sanders himself was surprised. That he was like, oh my God, I didn't think I had a chance in hell. He watched Jim Webb and Martin O'Malley drop out, Lincoln Chafee all drop out within the first caucus. Iowa?
After the first debate, yeah.
Yeah, they were gone, man. So he had to fit. You know, I'm just, you know, I think I don't think Bernie's ever had like speeches where there's thousands and thousands of people. Like this was a phenomenon only known to Obama.
Yeah.
And so he had to be, you know, taken aback. Now, some people argue that Bernie Sanders did not anticipate being able to take the nomination or to make the nomination process so hard for Hillary. And then when he saw, oh my God, I may be the reason why Trump is elected, you know, I don't think that set well with him. So I get what he was trying to do, because we look at his voting record. We see most of the time he caucused with Democrats. He always caucused with the Democrats. He's always, he disagrees with them, but he has also voted with them as well. So maybe he felt in his heart of hearts, man, that this is what I need to do to save the world from Trump. I don't agree with it, right? Obviously. I know you don't agree with it, HA. So there's something to it. But to your point, bro, like, yeah, I've talked to Nick Braun a number of times. You've spoken with him. You've been on this call right next to Cornel West, you lucky bastard. Man, you're right. Like, okay, Bernie, all of your equity, you're throwing it away at this point. You've been doing that for months. It's going to run out. And now, to add insult to injury, brother, they're trying to come after your wife and by 1 degree of separation. And now look at it. So they're trying to destroy your brand. They're trying to kill you. They don't want you in 2020. They don't want you in the race. And they know they need to get started now. They're getting started now. So now, bruh, what you gonna do?
Exactly. And my thing is, guess who benefits the most from this bullshit FBI probe of Bernie and Jane? It's not Trump. Trump is sitting pretty. Julian Assange tweeted this. Democratic Party actively pushed, or at least is completely silent. Who's defending Bernie now? Who is Slate, Daily Beast? Who are the New York Times, Washington? Oh, they're giddy. They're happy. That whole apparatus that tried to destroy him is just sitting back and saying, nothing we can do. He's just like everyone else. He's just like Hillary.
There you go. So, and all the anarchists who are out there calling for Bernie's head. Okay, you have Bernie's head now, so go ahead and leave the revolution. Go right ahead. I know you've been talking about it for months. You've been on me. You're saying I wasn't critical enough of Bernie. Okay, so now they're marginalizing Bernie. Go ahead. Go ahead.